you ready for some awesome breakdowns with Scott and Sean? It's time for 6 Minute Abs. Step into my office.
Let's go!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of 6 Minute Abs, awesome breakdowns with Scott and Sean. We're here today talking Bravo Squad 8, Dynasty boy in the one hole. Scotty, how do you do?
I started off with the best player in football, Josh Allen, followed up the quarterback room with Cam Ward and J.J. McCarthy, who may lose his job, but he did pick Shadir Sanders, who I think is going to win the job. So not a bad quarterback room there. Devon Chan and James Cook as his running backs. R.J. Harvey and Woody Marks, not bad. Kind of like it. Wide receiver room, Chris Olave, Jameson Williams, Zay Flowers, very nice value. Jordan Addison should have a better year this year with an upgraded quarterback. So I really like that. Throw in a little bit of Rashid Shaheed. The tight end room is Kyle Pitts and Oronde Gadsden. So, and Evan Ingram all the way down to the 17th round. So I haven't seen too many of these drafts from you, Denoisy boy, but I actually kind of like it. I think you're going to compete.
Yeah, I think that team has a shot. Starting out, Go Lions 33, another guy who has a shot with a lot of his teams. Let's see if this one's the same. Justin Herbert, Sam Darnold, CJ Stroud. That's a great start for the quarterback room. Chase Brown, Breece Hall, Dave Montgomery. Good start for the running back room. Jackson Smith-Njigba was his first pick at 1-2. That might be a little early for the receiver, but to get him, Wan'Dale Robinson, Jaden Higgins, and Romeo Doubs, I do think he filled out a decent room there. He waited on the tight end. That's where he tried to wait it out a little bit, and it worked out for him to get Ferguson, Johnson. I think those are some solid guys there for that room, along with Otten, who re-signed with his team. So I think he's going to have a role. And let's not forget about Deshaun Watson way down here too to fill out the rest of that quarterback room. And he's probably going to start there. And they spend a lot of money if he doesn't. So I think Go Lions 33. It really has a shot to be competitive right up there with the Noisy Boy.
Flippity. Okay, coming in at the 103, we have Keys Louise. And Keys, I like this team that you put together.
It's a caboclo.
This team is not a caboclo. Ended up with Pat Mahomes and Jackson Dart, and then Geno Smith in the quarterback room. I really like that a lot. Bijan Robinson, Infinity Stone at number 3, like that, along with all the way down J.K. Dobbins. Not too bad. A little weak at the running back room, but you know what? That's okay when you have the best player at that position, Bijan Robinson. Rashid Rice, I love how you went aggressive and stacked him with Pat Mahomes. Really like that a lot. You're not scared of Rashid Rice. You're also able to get newly acquired Bill DJ Moore, Michael Pittman, Xavier Worthy, stacking with Mahomes again. So really like that a lot. And then the tight end room, very aggressive. Like this at a 0.5 tight end premium. You have Tyler Warren, Sam Laporta, George Kittle. Really, really like that a lot. Even though you're a tad weak at the running back, I'm not going to ding you for that one. So you know what, Keys Louise? I think this team's going to compete.
I think this is one of the teams that they actually drafted most of their players and didn't auto. So good job there, Keys Louise. JoJo. Let's see if JoJo did a good job here. Jahmyr Gibbs, Saquon Barkley, Ken Walker, Blake Corum. I know JoJo tells me we always rip him on these things. I think he did a good job there on this one so far. Caleb Williams, Malik Willis, Jacoby Brissett. Another good job there so far. So far, you're in the clear, buddy. Colston Loveland, let's just wait all the way down here. Let's see. Oh, Mason Taylor, Noah Gray, Greg Dulcich. Okay, yeah, I'm a little concerned there, big guy. Let's go back up and check out your receivers. Did you help out that at all? Luther Burden, Devontae Smith, Michael Wilson, Ricky Pearsall, Quentin Johnston, Concepcion. I think I'm a little concerned about the depth at tight end, buddy, so I can't call you the top team out here. I just can't do it, JoJo. You got to work harder, man.
Uh-oh. All right, coming in at 105, we got TJ Cream, another team that I really kind of like. If certain players do really well this year, he started out with 2 wide receivers in Jamar Chase and Malik Neighbors. Carnell Tate, out of all these rookies, I really like him the best coming out of that wide receiver room. Marvin Harrison Jr., Khalil Shakir, not too bad. Running back Jeremiah Love in the 3rd round, Omarion Hampton in the 4th, Bucky Irvin in the 7th. Pretty nice running back room there. And then the tight end room, we're looking at Hunter Henry, Mason Taylor, Chigo Conqua, not too bad. And did I talk about the quarterback room? I probably didn't, but I'll say it again. Baker Mayfield, Fernando Mendoza, Daniel Jones, and Michael Penix, not too bad. So TJ Cream, not too bad of a team. I don't know if it's strong enough to compete with the top 2, though.
Look at that. You know it's getting late when Scotty can't even talk about quarterbacks, right? Meet June. What's going on, Meet June? Drafted in the 6th spot. Puka Nacua, Nico Collins, Christian Watson, Boston Bell. I think a couple of rookies after those 3 is not a bad way to go. Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy in your quarterback room to start you out. You waited all the way down till nowhere for another quarterback. So that is scary. Josh Jacobs, Quinshon Judkins, Kyle Monungai, Jakrowski Merritt. I think those are some good picks there. I really like Krosky Merritt. I think he's slipping where he could be a really solid steal. Golden, I as well believe the same thing about him. Tucker Kraft, Dallas Goedert, I do like those picks as well. I think those are guys who are going to compete. But other than that, man, your depth at quarterback and now also at tight end is a little concerning for me. So I'm not 100% proud of this team like I am of a lot of your other teams.
All right, and coming in at 1-7, we got LB Light It Up, and he started his quarterback room. Really like it with Joe Burrow, Tyler Shook, and Bryce Young. Really like that there, spread out very nicely. The running back room is Derrick Henry, Travis Etienne, New Saint, DeAndre Swift, Aaron Jones, and Mason. So he's got basically the Vikings backfield there. The wide receiver room is not too bad. Justin Jefferson, Mekhi Lemon, Big Burly Mike Evans, and Parker Washington. So not too bad there. The running backs, or I'm sorry, the tight end room, Brendan Strange, Mark Andrews, kind of like that. And LB Lighting It Up must have thought I was talking about his team because he does have Mike Evans as his profile picture. Really like that a lot. I just think that you kind of wasted an opportunity. I know it's way late in the draft, but I thought this was unnecessary to take Rattler, Lance, and Pickett. You could have taken some depth pieces like Jalen Noel, Taquan Thornton, Zagat, LaQuint Allen right there. I mean, Isaiah Bond. So I think you missed an opportunity to pick up some depth pieces there. But you know what? LB Lighting It Up. Kind of like that team.
It's a Kabakle.
Little late on the Kabakle drop, but hey, you know what? It was only for the depth, right? It's not like the whole team's bad. Lucky McBlue. Jonathan Taylor, the 8th spot is your first pick. I don't hate it at all. Jalen Warren, Zach Charbonnet, Gainwell Tracy. I think attacking that room late like that and getting 3 guys for your depth is a really good way to go. Trey McBride, Dalton Kincaid, nice job on your tight end room as well. Getting Bo Nix in there and Jordan Love, I like that a lot. But then where's your next guy? All the way down here, Justin Fields and Patrick Mahomes back up. So you might get a little love out of him early in the year, but we all know Patrick Mahomes does not sit once he's healthy. So I'm a little concerned there. Egbuka, Thomas, Odunze, Downs, all good players in that spot. Everywhere looks good except for the quarterback depth, Lucky McBlue. As long as there's no injuries, your team could be competitive. With injuries, you are out of there.
All right, 109, we got Jimmy Wojo. And Jimmy, you put together a pretty nice team here. Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, and Tua Tagovailoa, who Sean thinks is going to win the starting job there. The running back room, you did get Javonte Williams all the way in the 6th round. So that was your first running back with Brashil Rootin-Tootin, Tony Pollard, and Tajay Spears. You got the Tennessee backfield. And I think Rachaad White's going to have a role in that Washington offense unless they draft the rookie there out of Notre Dame. We have his wide receiver room with Drake London, A.J. Brown, Devontae Adams in the 7th round. Come on, people. Chris Godwin, really like that a lot. Jalen McMillan, not too bad. So really like that wide receiver room. And then the tight ends, everyone knows I like Isaiah Likely at the Giants. Gunnar Helms, kind of a rookie project there in Tennessee. So you only and Brock Bowers, can't forget about the Brock this Monster in the 3rd round, which I think is tremendous value.
Yeah, let's talk about Brock too, right?
Yeah. So Jimmy Wojo, I think this team's going to compete big time.
Sorry, Brock. Young Houseboat, drafted in the 10th hole. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Terry McLaurin, Alec Pierce, Cortland Sutton. Solid room there. I like that you waited until the 7th round after you're taking a good solid starter in the top round there, and you still ended up with some good players. Christian McCaffrey, Travion Henderson, Chuba Hubbard, all guys that are supposed to be stars in their squad. Another good room there. Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, Kyler Murray. That's the way to go there. What happened in tight end since you wait all the way down there? Boom. Travis Kelce, TJ Hawkinson, Dalton Schultz. All 3 of them should be good players. And then I love the David Njoku in the 16th round because as soon as he signs somewhere, he's going to jump up 2 or 3 rounds instantly. So I really do like that move as well. I think this team has a really good chance to compete here. As long as that depth at running back doesn't come back to haunt them, it could be the number 1 squad.
Wow. All right. Coming in 111, we got Martin Brundle. Start off with very aggressive at the quarterback position. I love it. Drake May, Jalen Hurts, all the way down. He ended up taking Will Howard as if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back and Mason Rudolph falters, he could get the starting job there in Pittsburgh. The running back position, Kyron Williams, Ramondre Stevenson, Rico Dowdle, who I actually really like in Pittsburgh. Other than that, he did get old man James Conner. I'm not sure how much of a role he will have. George Pickens, T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, Jacoby Myers, who I really love in the 10th round, Jaden Reed is his wide receiver core. Harold Fannin, who everyone knows I really like, A.J. Barner, the tight end. The only thing I see here, which was a little bit of a slip up, Martin, was you ended up drafting Sadiq as your rookie. Everyone knows how I feel about rookies. You passed up on somebody named Dalton Kincaid. I'm sure Sean is very upset about that pick. Isaiah Likely, another guy who I really think's going to thrive in that offense, and somebody like Brandon Strange too is very underrated. So I think that was kind of the only blip on my radar with your team, is that getting that second tight end and a 0.5 tight end premium. Other than that, pretty good team. I think you should finish in the upper echelon.
I'm not sure who Brandon Strange is, but I know Brenton Strange.
Brenton Strange. I'm sorry. Another Strange. That was definitely a kabakle.
I missed it. Oh, there was my opportunity and I missed it. That's okay. Next time we'll get the kabakle drop in there. That's why we don't do these things edited, because when the kabakle drop hits, it hits hard. KB95. Let's see what he did in the 12-hole to round us out. C.J. Lamb, Tet McMillan, Garrett Wilson, Lad McConkey, DK Metcalf, Travis Hunter. With the exception of the Hunter pick, I think you won't find a better receiving room on the league. Ashton Janty, Cam Scattaboo, Price, Johnson, Singleton, Allen. Looks like an auto pick team down there at the bottom, so I'm a little worried about that part of it. It looked real good until you scroll down. Matthew Stafford, Ty Simpson. Again, here we go with the depth in the rookies. A lot of guys that don't have pictures for a reason. I'm a little concerned about this team, especially in that tight end room. That tight end room is
a kabakle.
That's right. That is a kabakle. You are right, sir, because that tight end room has nobody but a rookie. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, so I'm just going to say Clary. And then you got our boy Terrence Ferguson down there in L.A., which, with barring any injuries, he's not really going to be anything crazy for you. So I'm a little concerned that KB95 might be pulling up the caboose in this league. So that's our team, you guys. I'm really sorry, KB95, to do you like that at the end, but I really hope you enjoyed everything up to that point. Bravo Squad 8, you guys are great. Everybody who's in our leagues drafting, you guys are great. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. We are always live Mondays, 3:30 on the West Coast, 6:30 on the East Coast for the press box. For myself, Sean, and my co-host, Scott, Sudden Death Fantasy Sports, and we are out of here.
Let's go!
Thanks for watching 6 Minute Ads. Please like and subscribe to Sudden Death Fantasy Sports.
Let's go!